Hi guys! Welcome back to yet another episode of
Sincerely Wing Woman Podcast.
Because
who wants to fly solo?
I know I don't. Okay, so we are back with another episode. I know I just said that. And it's exciting as usual.
As always, honestly.
Yeah. I know, and this is an episode that we've really wanted to go out there for a while. So we hope you enjoy. And as usual, this is a Mo's production. So she does the questions, and I have no idea what is coming my way. So I'll act like a guest.
You. We'll surprise everybody. Will be surprised here, even with the answers.
Yeah.
So guys, I had prepared this a while ago.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out in the previous episode. So we just wanted to give our take again because it was so good before.
It really was.
And then it had to not be audible for people to actually listen in. So we want to talk about second chances. Yay. Everybody needs them. You need them. I need them. So let's get into them.
Yeah.
About second chances, I had a
few... what triggered that question or
because in
process?
the beginning of this year, I actually had to find it in my heart again because I had a falling out with a friend.
Yeah.
To forgive.
Yeah.
And you learn a lot because there's a time I needed a second chance from this somebody.
Yeah.
And now they need a second chance from me.
Yeah.
So it just was, I don't know, because of that incident.
Yeah.
I felt like it was an important topic to discuss.
Okay.
And I don't know, it was the newness of the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's talk about second chances. What's that all about?
It's a new year. Maybe I have to let go other people. I have to give other people another chance. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that all being said, guys, I have a couple of questions. And we're going to see how we answer these questions. But let me dive in.
Wait, have a look at me.
What?
Oh.
You can see the pearls on this
shit,
side.
You know, all this time I'm looking at him like, you have a white thing over here. I feel like I need to remove it.
Let me face this way better so you can kind of see both.
Okay, I swear I'm tripping. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. The first question is, do you believe in second chances?
Oh, man. I should remember all my answers. But yeah.
Find new ones.
Yeah, I think it's still yes or a no. Yes and no. Yes, I believe that people deserve a second chance just because we're human beings naturally, like by nature. So we're born to disappoint people, we're born to do what they want. So, and most of the times you get disappointed, but that doesn't mean that you should like just let go of that relationship, friendship, whatever it is. Like even work, how many times do we get frustrated even by work?
Even getting a warning feels like it's the second chance. Like I'm gonna give you another chance.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel that's the same way. But then also there are times I feel like no, especially if it's a toxic kind of relationship, friendship, whatever it is, like if it really feels toxic, then no. And I had someone else say like sometimes it doesn't have, like you don't have to be in such a bad place to be like I don't want a second chance with that person. You just feel it.
Yeah.
You know? As in you can forgive someone and also feel like you don't want to give them a second chance. You know, so it depends on a situation how you're feeling about it.
Yeah. So you believe in them?
Yeah.
All right. I would say the same thing because I would say you change your answer.
My answer is not like straight, but it's not a straight yes and it's not a no.
Yeah.
I think it's like a dependent on a situation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my case, it would be a yes because I needed to. And I feel like it's so, I don't know, it's
Double
so
standard.
harsh. Yeah, it's so harsh to even not give that person a second chance, because everybody makes a mistake. Everybody does shit that they may not be doing, they shouldn't be doing. And
Yeah.
you cross the line, you cross a boundary at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
weighing your options, but I believe in them.
But it's more for me. It's like, are you also holding yourself accountable for that shit?
You shouldn't keep
The
letting it happen and
Yeah,
happen and happen.
exactly. If you're not, then how many chances can I really give you? Yeah.
We said, fool me once, shame on you. Fool
Yeah.
me twice, shame on me.
Yeah.
Like, and if
Yeah.
it keeps coming and coming again and
Yeah.
again, and I'm like,
Exactly. Yeah.
okay, I have to cross.
That's why I said for me, I believe in it depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a yes, yes. Okay.
All right. So, where do you make space for second chances and where not?
Where I make spaces is now that what I was saying, like if I can hold myself accountable for something that I have done, and also the other person is also holding themselves accountable for whatever is making us like draw apart, or we're in conflict, whatever the situation is. Am I there to just throw blame on someone else, or am I also looking back and realizing what did I do wrong, or what did I do to get us to the position that we are right now? It's not only one sided. So if we can both get to a point where we are like, yeah, it's true, I had something to do with this, and yeah, and you also say, yeah, I also had something to do with this, then yeah, it's an easy yes to giving you a chance. But if we're just like walking on eggshells, no one wants to be like, yeah, it was me, or yeah, whatever, this, and we can handle this situation this way, then you just have to let it go.
I'm even thinking as you're saying that, even where I would want to make room or space for second chances. I think it has to be, um, I don't know, you need to really show that you are going to change. Like, if it seems like an act and you can sniff it out, you can smell bullshit. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, if you really are going to change and you do change, and I see the change instantly,
Yeah.
and it's not just a front.
Yeah.
Yes, it depends on the situation. I totally I get that.
Yeah.
But even just actually making a difference,
Yeah.
and keeping your word. I like people who keep their word.
Yeah.
Because then at least I know, like, okay, I can fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because you actually mean what you say and say what you mean. So I think for me,
It's like you need to change for it to give you a second chance.
yeah, I have to
You
see
need to be
it.
a different person
I need to see.
from
I
whoever
can't
I
even
knew.
agree today.
Yeah.
I need to see it.
You have to be a very different person from the
Then I'll
person
be
I
like,
knew.
okay, he's changed. He's changed. He's
But what
changed.
kind of change are
Or
you talking
she's
about?
changed.
Yeah, like if I never used to wipe your shoes, now I wipe your shoes, then you're like, yes, yes, I'm giving you a second chance.
Maybe.
I don't like it when you dye your hair. Now you're not dyeing your hair, so yeah, then I give you another chance. Like what is this change that you're talking about?
Ish, man, I don't even know. You put me on a spot.
Yeah, because there's change that you'd say if it's such kind of pettiness that is all you needed me to do so that you feel that you're comfortable, or you like you'd be my friend again, that can be handled. But then there are also deep things like I want you to open up more, I want you to communicate, and I really don't do that no matter what.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of change are you talking about?
Damn, I think I would be the wrong person to be giving out second chances and also getting them, because I don't know. I'm really thinking about it.
So, you just give second chances blindly?
No, I don't.
You don't give second chances, actually?
I give second chances, but not blindly. Not without actually thinking it a bit through.
So, the question is, what
Back
kind
at
of
these
a
kind of
change?
episodes again.
The question is, like, I want to get an example of what kind of change you'd want in a person.
Yeah.
Like, what would they have done, and what change are you looking for to be like, yeah, that is a situation I'd give a second chance. Are you petty? I'm not letting it go. Please, we have all the
I told
time.
you I'm the wrong person
We
to give
have
these
all.
second
You
chances
can't be
to.
giving. You can't be saying that you're open to
Listen,
second chances here, and maybe whatever takes you is what I said, pettiness. So I need to know. Maybe I'm being petty here, and I don't even know. Then one day when I'm like, I'm not cleaning her shoe, I'm not even going to help her with her bag. Then you're like, no, this will never be my friend again. Even though she says she's sorry and does this, no way.
You're really
But
pulling out all the examples.
right, you see, I
Yeah,
have examples to
you
go
do,
by.
you
I
do.
have examples because I know I have those times when I'm petty, and I have those times when I'm like, it's a deep thing that I need you to do for me to feel like I'm giving this a chance again. So, Maureen.
I'm really gonna spit out an answer. Wait for me to spit out an answer.
How do you have like more than an hour to go?
Have one day.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
go.
There you go. There you go. You
The
need this
connection. The
example.
connection we had. If I feel like I really truly miss your connection too, and I've like it's almost like you've had a loss of a friend or a loss of a partner. And it's hard because sometimes those like lovey dovey shit like I can't live without you.
Yeah.
Like there are people in this world you're just
Yeah.
like, damn,
You get moody.
that's my person.
Yeah.
Like I can't not that I can't live without you, but you get me.
Yeah.
You understand me as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the most
Okay.
calming, easeful friendship because I was just like everything we were hitting it off because we're in sync, I think the connection is really important because I feel like there's some people, like you can never stop talking to them and even like there are things, quirks and stuff, even
Yeah.
a song you might hear and be like, oh shit, I'm triggered to the days of campus and you want to call that person up or whatever, but you're just being nostalgic because those good moments were related to the past. That's the connection we had. So
what changes here? That you lose the connection, and so someone has to work towards getting that connection back.
yes, because even when I've now we're having a falling out and I'm in the place of like wanting to have the second chance with this person.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of, oh God, my train of thought, shit, it's gone. So basically, what changes is
like you want them maybe either to make the first move and be like, I feel you didn't mind maybe when you used to be the one making the move because you guys were tight, but now that you had a falling out or something, you feel like I would want them to step up and be the one at least trying to get us back to where we were. Is it something like that? Like
Close,
they're putting in also the effort a little more. Maybe then you didn't mind, but now you kind of mind, and you want them to show up that way. Then you'll be like, yeah, as much as I enjoyed and I love this friendship, if you don't step up to that point as well, then it's hard for me to give it another chance.
yeah. So
Does
the
that make
other
sense?
party has to actually make the effort.
Yeah, like you feel like if that was something that maybe was lacking, but you didn't see it or didn't mind it, but then right now as time is going, the times as time goes on, there are times you still feel like I want more, even me, from this. It can't always be feeling this way. You get.
Sometimes you'll feel like it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like that's not enough for me.
And
need
me, I
you
know
to
I
keep
lack
trying.
in terms of communication. I know most of my friends, if they'd watch it, they'd be like, "Hey, you're here. You're the one dishing out this
They're the ones that are
information.
gonna
Yeah,
leave comments. Yeah.
you're the one dishing out this information, and you do the total opposite of that. You're the one saying you want people to communicate. When was the last time you called me? But like I know that's something I lack in, and I try work on it a lot. Like most of the times these days, I'm like, if I remember to call someone, I'm calling them immediately, because I don't want it to always feel like it's their work to water our friendship. So I think that's my kind of change.
All right. Communication.
We'll put a star on yours. You haven't answered. Next.
We'll get to that. So the other question is, and why do we have friendships or relationships where we give multiple chances to? Why do we give them? There's some we give excess chances. They get 10th chance. And then someone can get
Those
second. And
10 chances is when you're dealing with matters of the heart. The stupid organ, as I always say. That stupid organ that should only pump blood, yet we want to add feelings onto it.
also being
Yeah.
digmatized, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Also being digmatized.
See, that's what I'm saying. Most times it's those kind of relation. It's a male or whatever your preference is. Let me not say male, female, whatever.
Anybody can
Yeah.
get hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but that kind of relationship is where you find yourself giving even the 10th chance and you keep questioning, like, why?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? Why am I still
We're
here?
back here again.
Again.
Ish.
Again. What did you do? You just came over and
Fell
that's
in your
it.
trap. Fell on top of your trap.
I know. Oh my God. And then sometimes you're not even willing to give the same grace even to a sister. That's messed up.
That's
That's
messed up.
And I remember, I think I was saying that time that I really try these days to balance everything out. Like, I don't want to feel I'm giving too much grace to one side than the other. It's more like, if my friend would still do this kind of shit, I'd be mad. I'd be mad either way. And if I would not give them a chance, then I don't see why I need to keep giving another a chance just because what your dick matter is or whatever or because of your heart. It shouldn't be like that. It should be like there is a balance to everything. Like, give grace equally and as where it's more deserving. Like, yeah. And also, like, to be empathetic. If you get it, you get it. Yeah, like, you also have to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Would you want them to do the same for you? If it was you who did whatever you did to them and they gave you a second chance, how would you feel about it? So extend the same grace to the other person.
That's divided. No, none of these 10 chances, eh?
Yeah.
Where do you have? Oh, sorry, no. Where do you give more leeway for second chances? Like,
Where?
yeah. Would you prefer when it's like a friend to friend, female to female, or your man and you? Where do you give the most leeway to? Which one are you ready to slice?
I think I answered the same. What I said, I try balance nowadays.
All right.
Yeah. There was a time it was bad.
You even said it with your eyes down like it was bad, guys.
Those days where you're listening to your heart and you're like, really? Honestly, you're going to forgo your friends over a man. What's wrong with you, surely? No, nowadays I prefer like having a balance. As in, I would rather have a balance of I have my friends, and if I'm dating, I'm dating. Like, there's no way either of them is lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the aftermath is like, it depends. Wherever you're leaning towards the most, there might be at some point where you need now to extend grace for the other party.
Exactly.
So I feel like evening it out where you can.
It's better.
Yeah.
You don't lose on either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to, I don't know if it's so...
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy at times. I just think there's nothing that can really be equal in the world. So you'll just know which side it's not like you really favor, but there's
where you're
one
gonna balance.
There's always that one side you lean towards more, a bit more. It's not like in terms of like maybe favor, but you just lean in there.
And then the thing is also with second chances, that person is kind of put like on probation, so they're kind of being tested.
They need to prove.
So if
themselves.
I fucked up or crossed the line in any way, I'm on probation with you.
Yeah.
Like now
I need to prove a point.
I need to prove a point.
Yeah.
I need to actually keep my word. So even that's also like monitoring, micromanaging to see if you do better. Like even if you're at work or you're at school, like a teacher can be on your case because you have to improve, you have to do better. Or your boss can be like, are you able to do these things
Yeah.
without me having to micromanage you? Because then you become a handful. Then you
Yeah.
become somebody that
It's
people
about
aren't
the
trying to be, you
it's
know.
about and if especially if I'm the on the receiving side and I'm the one who's constantly feeling like I have to prove a point so that my friend can someone who says is my friend can give me another chance, then for me I don't think that is worth it because it's a burden on me now. Like I feel like I'm really having to work extra for you to be like for you to actually believe that I'm your friend. Like maybe whatever happened just happened for a reason then now. Then also it also means like maybe this is time we just say goodbye. Because when it becomes like a burden on one person, it's just different. It doesn't feel the same anymore.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
doesn't. I feel like it
So
even, there's no point. I feel like that you
yeah.
experience rejection in a
Yeah.
way that you've never experienced rejection before.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like
It's a
we're both
lot.
not saying it
Yeah.
that this friendship is
It's
done or
done.
this businessship is done.
It's really a burden on especially the receiving one who is the one who is trying to constantly make a point,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's not coming across, or if someone else can't see it and appreciate it, then there's nothing there really. Yeah,
Like I feel like even
we're just dead.
you, yeah, because second chances mean like make sure that you style up. And I feel like the other receiving end is like someone can also receive disappointment because of denial, of like, no, wait, I can do it. Like even the moment when you actually say, you know what, I think we're good from here,
Yeah.
and you cut that person out,
Yeah.
then some even might even have like a receiving end of feeling um in denial
Yeah.
because they're in shock, they're in disbelief.
Yeah.
This is just my thought. It's just a wheelhouse that's going round and round. But
Yeah.
I feel like there are people who can even either pretend that they're doing that
Yeah.
or they actually mean it. Like
Yeah.
they're shocked that they're being cut up.
Yeah.
Like you know,
Yeah.
if you watch these rich
Yeah.
kid movies and then the dad is like, if you spend another billion
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
and then they go
I'll
blow, and
cut
then
out.
there's cocaine everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's just a
And
wild
they're cut
rager,
out for real.
and then they're yeah,
Yeah. True.
oh
True.
my gosh.
True. I get that.
Yeah.
But I would prefer if you feel, yeah, there are times, as you're saying, when you're giving someone a second chance, like you want them to prove a point. And when you actually see they're putting in the effort, why do you need to keep making them like feel it's a burden number they're suffering, just cut it out. You're like, you know what, we're good. You don't need to do anything else to prove yourself. I do
Yeah.
think and believe that me and you are actual friends.
Yeah.
You don't, if it now feels genuine, why do you have to keep torturing the other person? You either cut it out or you're like, yeah, I think we're good.
And it's also a lesson learned for the ones that you guys never make it back again and you no longer you'll it's a lesson because you also learn that okay, I crossed a boundary or what you've learned something out of the outcome, even from the failed friendship or the failed relationship or the failed business.
Yeah.
You've learned something out of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I think the takeaway will always be healthy. It'll always take a while because instantly you'll feel shitty.
Yeah.
Because if it works and then you're being monitored, or if it
Yeah.
doesn't, So different outcomes, eh?
Yeah.
But second chances, be second chancing.
Yeah. Chanceling.
Chancing.
Oh my god.
Anywho, my final question for
Yeah.
the evening
Yeah.
would be, and I feel like we've kind of answered this in a way. Do you feel that people really change?
I think you answered it.
Yeah, I feel like they do because, yeah, I feel like I don't want to be repetitive. They do.
No, me, I don't feel like people change. But
Yeah.
you can put on a mask for as long as you want, or as long as it benefits you. But you really haven't changed the person that you really are. I feel like if you're a mean person, you're a mean person. Even though you're kind to a person on the streets, just because you gave them a 20 bob Does
But I
not
feel
mean
like
you're
people
that
can
kind.
change. People can actually change because people are going through their own shit and
Fine,
they've
I
not
think
healed. And then there's
you
times when they
only
come.
change if you can hold yourself then accountable. Like you're like, you know what? Yeah, I have been a mean person. But if you can't like call yourself out, or even you don't listen to
Own
other
up to
people,
your shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, then it's very. And how many times do people actually own up to their shit? Most of the time you want to shift blame, or most of the time people just want to shift blame on the other person. So the fact that not many people hold themselves accountable for shit makes it very hard for people to change.
Yeah.
That's why for me it's like I don't trust or believe that someone can really change. It would take, that's when now you start putting someone on, like you're monitoring them, and those people now will have to put a mask to prove a
So you're
point.
still not protected. You still don't even feel safe or vulnerable to have this friendship anymore.
That's what I mean. Like me, I
Yeah.
don't think someone can really change, because now you're making them, as I said, they're putting on a mask for no reason, and that's not who they are. You know,
I feel like people can change, and only if you're like, not to be rude or anything, but if you're smart enough to actually detect if this person actually has changed, then you can gauge this. You can actually make a thorough, good decision because people have made clean, precise, cutthroat decisions, and it has done good for them. Based on your judgment, guys. You know how you're wired. You know how you're wired, Purity. You can decide, I need this person
like
or I don't
let
need this
I
person.
look
That's
like
why I feel like they can change. You can change.
alcoholics, those people who even have to go for AA meetings. Like, how long do you think they actually take sometimes before they can break again? Because they do.
They do.
That's what I mean. Like, do you see how hard like they put on that mask for even 4 years, but then after that, it's like once they do it, that's it. You get, because deep down,
Are you the same person you were last year?
yeah.
You're the same, and you're the same person from 5 years ago.
I've gained weight, maybe,
So there's
but
change.
I've
There's
changed
change.
physically.
Yeah.
But in terms of, okay, even my, like, yeah, reasoning and thinking, but in terms of, the core, the inner me, the core person that I am, that person is who I don't think has changed. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if you're a mean person, you know people who are just mean people. Someone who's just you'll feel it. Like, it's just there. It's their aura. Like, when you meet someone, you just can tell who they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. That is something that doesn't change about someone. Like, you can change. Let's say that, well, as I was saying, you can change and not be a drug addict. You can change and not be an alcoholic. You can change and what else? Change your look, your physical look. You can change all those, but the core, like the inner you, that person doesn't really change.
100%.
Not 100, but if you're a gossiper all the time, you
You're
get
gonna die a gossiper. Because that's who
most
you are.
likely,
That's
most
who you are.
likely, most likely.
Yeah.
Like, those are the kind of the things that I'm talking about. That those are the things that are really hard to change in a person. They might pretend, they might put on a mask for a while, but when they go where there's proper motion there, it's a relapse. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
exactly
I think
what.
two things can be true here. You can change and you cannot change.
Yeah,
That can
yeah,
be true at the same time.
yeah,
All right. I think we can settle on with that
yeah. Okay,
and
no,
wrap.
me, I'm just saying you can't change. It's okay. You're trying to, like, Make me believe otherwise, but fine.
It's like a spa of warring here. Thank you guys for tuning in for this episode. We hope that you enjoyed. Please
Yeah.
follow us on.
Sincerely Wing Woman on Instagram and Facebook, and you can follow me at Sonia Monkey.
And you can follow me on Instagram with the hashtag, or with not the hashtag, with the handle, your girl Mo.
Yeah, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like and comment. Bye.
Bye, guys.